I'm waiting for some people to come on so I can explain the video that was just posted just a little while ago. I'm trying to get out of her neighborhood. They're having some construction done over here. I had posted on Facebook just maybe a few days ago that I needed some help for a 70-year-old African-American woman that I met. I met this woman one day, and that's all it took for me to want to help her. I just sat down with her, and I had maybe a little over an hour to speak with her. And there were some things she didn't want to come right out and tell me. But with her permission, I'm making this video, and I'm trying to seek the help that needs to be, that I feel needs to be given to her, because I feel like she deserves it. I'm gonna park because I don't want to drive and do this video. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time contemplating all the things that she has been through. This is the lady I was trying to get help for, because I know something was wrong. Something put it in my heart to help her, or try to help her. And Miss Estelle is a 70-year-old woman who had been diagnosed with diabetes. She's been diagnosed with cancer. She doesn't have any hair. She wears wigs, you guys. And her husband has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. And she's not getting the benefits that she needs in order to basically provide for her and her family. She last received benefits of $2.70. And she tells me, I don't need it. There's someone who needs it more than I do. I don't believe that that's true. I mean, maybe so, but God sent me. God sent me to help her. I couldn't imagine my parents, my grandparents going through what she's going through, because she denied she doesn't need the help. But I told her, God sent me to help you. She said, I'm going to give you a day or two. Give me a day or two before I call you and I contact you and let you know my decision, whether I'm willing to accept the help. She called me the next day, which was last night. She called me. She was crying. She was crying so hard. And she said, I don't know, God, I don't know how this could happen to me, where people want to help and want to donate in my situation. She has a refrigerator that doesn't work properly. She has a stove. Only one of the burners is working. The rest of the stove is not working. She has an oven that doesn't work. She storages like pots and pans and things inside. She has cabinets that are falling apart. The house is just old. She said it was made in the 1960s, and with the little money that she makes, she cannot keep up with the maintenance that needs to be done. Her husband is not with her right now. He's been out of town with family. He's been sick. And I'm guessing they're trying to help him with some things. She said that she prays to God every day. She prays to God every day. That's something would give, you know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm crying. It's just... She said, why do you want to help me? I said, God put it in my heart. Because I wasn't close to God. I wasn't close to God at all. She said, God, I told her, God put it in my heart to come and try to see what I could do for you. I went to church Sunday. I go to church at Second Baytown. I just recently started going, maybe like last month. Sunday, I went and spoke with the guy at the front of the altar, and I was like, you know, I'm having some problems on my own, but for some reason, God put it on my heart to help this woman, and I want to pray for her. They prayed for me because I told them, you know, I was having some financial problems, but that's not the least of my worries. That night I went home and I cried my eyes out. Because something told me to think of her. This woman came to me in October. She didn't come to me. I just kind of like stumbled upon her, and she told me her story. She needed help. And I felt so foolish because for November and December, I was so worried about my own problems that I completely forgot about her. And I don't see how I could have been so cruel to do that. She needed my help, and at the time I really couldn't help her. I posted it that she needed help. I didn't get any responses. After church, after God pointed me out her way to get her help, I posted her story. And I got so many messages, and I got so many, you know, so much positive feedback. I couldn't wait to share it with her. She purchased a refrigerator from JCPenney's that she did not have the money for. She purchased it with a credit card, I guess on credit or whatever. And she felt like, I deserve this, you know, I'm going to go ahead and buy me something for myself for Christmas. Because she didn't have a fridge that's working properly. On the 22nd of this month, they're supposed to be delivering it to her just in time for Christmas. And I need help, you guys. I need help to help her. Because I feel she has so much on her shoulders right now with her illness and everything that's going on with her husband. They're both sick. And she gave me her blessing to post her story. I need help to help her. If anybody, even just donating, you know, things that you know she could possibly need, or things that you think she would be grateful for. She said she has her bills paid, so she's good with that. She's a diabetic, so she can only eat certain things. She gave me a list. A small list. It's not much, but I told her that I was going to try myself to provide everything on this list for her. And I'm not sure if she takes insulin or not. I'm sure she does, but I need to ask her about that. I'm sorry. I need to ask her about that. I was so busy talking to her that trying to listen to everything. She needs some maintenance in her yard. Her husband is not there to do these things for her. Her kids are struggling themselves, you know. Her daughter's having trouble with her radiator in her vehicle. And she just wants to be able to provide a Christmas for her grandkids and, you know, her family. She said, I'm so thankful. You cannot believe, you know, beyond words how thankful I am for you helping me. This is not all just me doing this. I put it out there, that's it, but only because I know she needed the help. This is God, all his angels, everybody who's willing to donate and willing to help. This is all them, you know. She's accepting to the gifts and the Christmas tree or deep freezer or whatever it is that people want to provide to help her with. I told her at first she was like, I don't know, I don't want to accept more than what I need. So for all of the people who wanted to help her with donations and things like that, if you could contact me and we can set up a time and a date to meet and maybe meet up at her house to give her these items and surprise her with gifts and things like that. I know that would make her day. She cried so much to me on the phone, and it really touched my heart. She kept asking, why me? Why me? I told her, God sent me. There was a reason why I was supposed to be at church that day, because I hadn't been able to make it past couple of weeks because I had some issues going on myself. And I told myself, I gotta make it to church this morning. The pastor at Second Baytown sent me a message through everything that he was saying. I went home. I cried. And I thought about her. I don't know why she came to mind. I just did. I'm always trying to do what I can, you know? I mean, I can't do too much because people go through things themselves, you know? But for some reason, I've been steering closer to God. I know it's him working. It's him working through me to do these things. Whether it's a post here and there about, hey, you know, come out and support this person's business. There's a lot of good people that I felt like I've overlooked in my past. And I don't want to be that way. I don't want to overlook those people because there's signs everywhere that people need help, you know, and they might not tell you. They might not let it be known, but deep down in your heart, you can tell. So I'm just making this video. I posted it earlier without explanation. I wasn't thinking. I just turned the video on. Didn't really explain what was going on. I was giving a tour of her house, like the main things that she wanted to have fixed that she cannot do herself. She said that she's tired. Her body is hurting a lot of the time with this illness that she's going through. This woman's already been in ICU over her sickness. She had diabetes. She found out she had diabetes and she went into a coma. She was pronounced dead. And she told me the story about how she saw God himself. He opened up these big white curtains for her, and a big ray of light pulled her up to heaven, and she remembers saying prayer, and she came back to life. This woman has been through a lot, a whole lot, you know, and I just want to help her in some way, somehow. If anybody wouldn't mind checking up on her or doing, you know, just the smallest things, yard work or anything, I would really appreciate it. It would mean so much to me knowing that I was able to somewhat help get those things done for her. I'm going to be providing some of my time myself to come and helping her clean her home, and you know, she wanted some things hung up that she couldn't do herself, some curtains and some curtains sewed and made for her home, for her windows, because she does live alone, so a lot of her windows are open, and well, her main window in her living room. So she wants some things put up so that way she can feel more comfortable in her own home. You know, Christmas is right around the corner. You got people out here who, you know, breaking into homes and taking advantage of the elderly, and I don't want that for her. I'm going to do my best. So, excuse me for the tears that I've cried this morning. I feel it heavy on my heart that I need to help her. And I know she says she doesn't need money or anything like that, but I'm going to see what I can do to provide a little bit of something for her, so she doesn't have to worry about how she's going to pay the next bill, or where she wanted to pay for the service. She wanted to pay. I told her I was going to donate her some food. She wanted to pay for the food. I told her, no, I can't do that. I can't let her pay for it. So I told her there's plenty of people that are donating, that want to donate, so you're going to have plenty of food. If anybody can just reach out to me. I'm going to end this video already because I got some other things that I need to do. But please pray for her. Pray for her kids, because her kids are going through things. She has 2 grandkids that I know of, 15 and 16 years old, a boy and a girl. So I'm going to see what I can do to provide, you know, some gifts for them, because I know her daughter's going through some things, and her daughter's car is not up to too much up to working condition with her radiator and stuff like that. She says, and that's how she gets to work. Her daughter is the one who provides the transportation to get Miss Estelle to work. Miss Estelle is 70 years old, and she's working off of Massey Tompkins. She didn't tell me where. She works off of Massey Tompkins, taking care of the elderly. Can you believe that? She's 70 years old, and she's taking care of the elderly. She said she works at a place somewhere off of near Massey Tompkins doing that. And she just got the job in September. So she said that funds have been really low, and she's not able to provide with the Social Security and the services that they give to her. She told me, I know she got total out of her services last month, after everything, was $2.70. She shouldn't have to be living like that. So I don't know if she's not getting the services that she needs, because they're making her work. She's 70 years old in order to get benefits. They're making her work. This woman is sick. She's sick. She cannot be doing that. Sometimes, you know, I hate the system, because they provide to those a lot of the times who don't need it, you know, and take advantage of the system. When there's people out here like that that really, really need the help, you know. I don't know. Ugh. Excuse me. But I wish there was more that I could do for her. I wish there was more that I could do. But I know God is going to provide. I know He is. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video. You guys should pray for her. Please keep her in your prayers. I'm going to be checking up on her. I'm going to be calling her a little bit later to see how she's doing. She said, out of everything, she was, I just want to keep a friendship with you. She said, I hope that we can keep in contact, and I will definitely do that. I have her number now. She said I can provide her number to those who want to help. So if you need it, please just inbox me. I will provide you with her information. The address I'm kind of eerie about because, you know, there's people out here that want to do the wrong thing and take advantage of people. So if you're willing to meet up at a location and maybe you can bring me the items, I'll provide them to her, or she's okay with giving you her address, you can, you know, then you can work out that way. But I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys for listening in, and God bless everybody, and have a good day. Thank you.